Hello to all the farmers, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm here in the field to test the Massey Ferguson 3 SP 115. We're going to see it in the field, understand how it performs, but above all I want to give you a series of features so that you can also get an idea about this tractor. Let's take a closer look at the details of the machine, so I would start with what's under the hood.
Hello everyone, today we're here in Valpantina together with the Gruberio company. We have the pleasure of testing the new MF3, in this case equipped with the DynaVT continuously variable transmission. The beating heart is a 3.6-liter 4-cylinder engine, featuring power outputs that, combined with this transmission, can be either 105 or 120 horsepower. As you can see, it's a very compact engine. It's an engine that guarantees a range of 100 kilometers for diesel and 10.8 liters for D-Blue. The engine is able to guarantee excellent performance, and especially with this transmission, we can work and travel even while transporting at 42 kilometers per hour at only 1630 RPM. This allows me to reduce fuel consumption, vibrations, and therefore also guarantee maximum comfort for the operator. Still regarding the engine, it's worth noting the emission group concentrated under the hood, which allows me to very easily connect side equipment, especially for inter-row work. Maintenance is very simple. All the main components, such as the fuel filter and oil filter, are positioned on the left side, making all operations easy and accessible from the same side. Cleaning the filter is also very simple in this case, and for the engine oil change, we guarantee up to 500 or 600 hours between changes.
Now let's focus on the front lift and front suspension.
As an option, we have a front lift with a lifting capacity of 2,800 kilograms category 2. To which I can also add a front PTO at 1000 RPM. Note the front axle suspension, which is especially characterized by 3 nitrogen accumulators that guarantee performance both when the machine is loaded and unloaded. At the front, there's always excellent suspension capacity, which can also be adjusted manually. When you need to attach special equipment, this helps the lift reach an even lower position. You can also see a steering sensor on the axle. This allows me to automatically manage the engagement and disengagement of the four-wheel drive, especially when I'm making maneuvers at the end of the field. And so, when using the four-wheel drive to avoid damaging the grass, their management is handled completely automatically. The operator can set the angle above and below which the four-wheel drive is engaged and disengaged.
A small note that really surprised me. Look at how thick the bodywork is. It's made of material that lasts, but above all, it's a machine designed to withstand the test of time. Heat, cold, pressure washing, it's always there. I really like this. Now let's look at the transmission, as there's something special to discuss.
DynaVT transmission, the certainty that makes the difference. This transmission is characterized, obviously like every CVT, by a hydrostatic component and a mechanical component that are perfectly combined through a double-stage PCC planetary reduction solution. In particular, our DynaVT transmission on the MF3 is characterized by 2 modes, 2 ranges, a field range and a road range. Obviously, for the field, I tend to maximize performance, the transmitted torque, and therefore, let's say, ensure the best possible performance. In road mode, on the other hand, my goal is to have a ratio that allows me to reach the maximum speed of 42 to 43 km per hour at the lowest engine RPM. Only 1650, which means reduced fuel consumption, but also reduced noise and vibrations, all to the benefit of operators comfort. As with all DynaVT transmissions of the MF3 brothers, the MF3 in this transmission also features a complete separation of oils, transmission oil and hydraulic oil. Furthermore, the machine comes standard from the factory with 4 rear PTO speeds, 540 Eco 1000 Eco, which can be easily managed by the operator on the machine's dashboard. The drive stick is the lever that controls the behavior of our transmission. It can be set in terms of response and aggressiveness on as many as 4 different levels. Furthermore, I can adjust the response of the lever according to my movement, based on the working conditions and equipment, in such a way as to always ensure a response that is suited to the surrounding conditions.
Now let's take a look at the entire interior of the cab.
In front of us is the dashboard, which allows me to interact with every aspect of the tractor. So, the ability to set the parameters of the engine, the transmission, the hydraulic valves, as well as everything related to the Category 4 system of the cab. On my right, the excellent ergonomic armrest that guarantees maximum comfort and interactivity, also in this case with the machine. In particular, what do we have? The drive stick lever, which allows me to control the transmission, which includes some special functions, an engine speed memory setting, a cruise control, the reverser directly on the drive stick lever, and the possibility to choose between field range or road range. The automatic mode allows me to always select the desired speed, and the engine speed will be automatically managed by the tractor to minimize noise, vibrations, and especially fuel consumption. 2 buttons, which instead allow me to set the response, meaning the sensitivity of the lever itself. On the armrest, we also have a multifunction joystick that allows me to control all the main hydraulic valves of the machine with auxiliary functions, but most importantly also with transmission control. Then, additional rear electro-hydraulic valves, lift control, lift management regarding draft control, maximum height, lowering speed, as well as potentiometers, which instead allow me to set the flow rate and timing of the machine's hydraulic valves. Everything is then completed by excellent right-hand positioning, which therefore guarantees comfort in every working condition. Today, more and more equipment requires hydraulic components. Our machine, with a 3-pump inline solution, guarantees up to 120 liters per minute. Of these, 30 are dedicated to low pressure lubrication and steering. 65 are available for the 4 rear distributors, which in turn are also diverted to the ventral part of the machine. Then we have another 30 liters that are instead dedicated to the lift, which has a lifting capacity of 3,100 kilograms. Also in the rear part of the machine, there is the intelligent valve unit for trailer braking. Let's talk about the MADA regulation solution, which allows us to maximize the towing capacity of this little gem. As on high-power machines, the controlled effort of the lift on this machine is based on the pins that sense the lift arms. At the rear, the power takeoff, which as we've seen can be conveniently set from the dashboard in the cab, already comes standard with 4 different rotation speeds to maximize performance and minimize fuel consumption, vibrations, and noise.
To conclude, I want to tell you what I particularly liked after seeing it in action. First of all, it's a versatile machine. It has a range of options. Not all of them may be useful to you, but some can be essential. Italy is diverse in terms of territory, so every vineyard is different from the others. That's exactly why we need a machine that can be customized to suit our needs. However, customizing a machine usually makes everything much more complicated because you have to figure out how to set it up. It's not very intuitive. Instead, with the MF3, this one behind me, I have to say that simplicity is at home. Everything is in the right place. Everything is very intuitive. This is really fundamental. We shouldn't waste time, but we need to work in the field. That's something truly important. We can set the speed however we want. Engine and RPM management is handled automatically. This guarantees us, first of all, very low fuel consumption, but above all, it ensures that we can perform any task in the best possible way. Let's look at 2 practical examples. When I use the sprayer, you know that spraying speed is very important. I want to set it and I don't want to worry about all the various parameters. The machine takes care of that. Or when I'm doing work between the vines, maintaining a certain speed precisely helps me work quickly and with minimal fuel consumption. I hope you enjoyed this video. Below in the description, I'll leave you the direct link to the official Massey Ferguson website so you can check out this fantastic machine in detail. So all that's left for me to do is remind you that the comments are down below. What do you think? Have you had any experience with it? Let's talk about it together. Give me a like and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.